What's up, my folks? I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Listen, I'm doing my best to get things back in perspective and getting videos out to you because I know you need to hear my mouth, right? Right. And then especially longer than my little excerpts. So a lot of times you see me online and I'm smiling and I'm happy. I just truly believe that happiness is a choice. And a lot of times people are not making that choice. So they will be upset with you because you're content and you're happy. And it's not a situation that you're happy about your current situation. Listen, I need a new pair of shoes. I need some new tires on my car, right? But that doesn't destroy my entire day. That doesn't just make me upset and put a riff in how I treat people, right? There are certain things that I can change and there are certain things that I cannot change. And if you're not pausing to take a look at that, then yeah, you can be bitter and evil and mad and all that other good stuff. I just don't choose to live my life like that. And why should you? Why should you choose to live in a constant place of hatred, of malice, of bitterness, of being hateful to other people? There's 8 billion people on the planet. Like, why? What for? If they are not directly affecting your life, they're not paying you, they're not helping you thrive, why does it matter, right? They're not begging you for nothing. They're not sitting on your porch. Like, I think that we can all be so concerned about so many things. Why does it matter how one person displays? I choose to be happy. The Bible talks about having a countenance on your face that you choose constantly to think on these things that are kind, things that are pure. I choose it. I choose it because you know what? We all have the opportunity to think of something negative. We all have the opportunity, if we thought long enough, to bust out in tears and cry, or what we don't have, or where we can't go, or what we won't do, or what we didn't do, or what we coulda, shoulda, woulda. Guess what? You still living, and so am I. So with that being said, I'm gonna keep on living, and I'm gonna keep trying to figure it out, and I'm gonna keep working, and I'm gonna keep auditioning, and I'm gonna keep being on TV, on commercials. I'm gonna keep being on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. And if I only get one viewer and one like, guess what? I'm okay with that because this is my time to do whatever I want to do. You can always click off. But don't click off. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. But you can always click off. You can always watch. There's 8 billion people in the world. There's a million channels. There's a million podcasts that you can listen to. Click off. If I'm not your flavor, click off. It's okay. What else I'm gonna say? I'm not offended because you don't like me. I'm not offended because you don't agree with me. Guess what? I don't even know half of y'all, so it doesn't even matter to me. Listen, if you would choose to beat to your own drum, won't nothing matter to you either besides your progress and your success. There are so many things to be concerned about. What your pockets look like, what your wallet look like, right? What your bank account look like. You know, are you brushing your teeth? I mean, it's so many things that you could be. If you got children, or if you don't have children, if you got a husband, be concerned about things that are concerning that you can actually change. Yeah, and you know what? This video is not going to be edited. It's going to be cut, uncut, and raw. And because I'm in my work, handling the business, and I said, let me get this video out because I get so many inboxes like, girl, you always happy. Listen, my family don't even like me. Yes, my mama says she hate me because of my personality and how cheerful and how I choose to live my life because I'm not negative. There's not a negative phone in my body. I could be. There's some shit happening all the time, but guess what? I choose not to, and guess what? I don't care. I love my mother. I respect her thoughts and her actions. But guess what? Those are her thoughts and her actions for her time. That has nothing to do with me. If I thought about all of the things that people want me to be and how I should respond, don't you think I'd be crazy? You'll be crazy too. Listen, you have got to think for yourself. You have got to beat to your own drum. Let me tell you, I was fired from my very first job of working at a bank. The lady Veronica, and then another, I forgot the other guy. He's dead now, but God rest his soul. But they said, you so geek, you so hype. We can't take your energy. Your extra cheerful disposition gets involved with the workflow. I said, but the work is getting done, right? And I am definitely a team player. You get what I'm saying? So, like, why does that matter? If the business is being handled, why does who I am as a person bother you? Check it. I was in a play once, right? Chick said, dang, you so geek, you so hype. I said, I just want to learn. My whole thing is I want to learn from people. I want to be able to take different experience and grow from them, right? And this particular playwright didn't pay me. Right? I did a few shows and a movie. She didn't pay me. She paid everyone around me. And I'm okay with that. You get what I'm saying? Because God gets the glory, right? And he will repay. And when it came to me that I didn't get paid for the particular situation, it didn't make me mad at her. It made me understand who she was as a person. And I knew that I didn't want to deal with that type of person. So what did I do? I release myself. I remove myself from that type of energy. Listen, if you know me or if you don't know that I will always back up what I say. I will always, 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 always. If I said it, if I did it, come to me. Let's talk about it. But if you're not adult enough to talk about it, do you even matter? Like, really, do you really even matter? And most times you won't. Listen, I'm an actor, right? I'm always doing auditions. I'm always studying. I'm always reading something to better myself and better my craft. I'm addicted to a little self-improvement. I am. But even now, people think that I should do things the way they should do them. Or their assumption of me is what you assume of me has nothing to do with me. What you think of me has nothing to do with me. That is your choice, and we all have a choice. It doesn't make me hate you. It doesn't make me not like you. It makes me stay away from you, because if your thought of me is negative, and guess what? That's your thought of me. You got to live with that. I don't. I'm going to keep living. I'm going to keep being me. I'm going to keep being me in the place that I am being me, doing the best and being the best part of me, because I read somewhere back in the day that I'm going to do my best by being my best in everything I do. And I take pride in everything that I am, everything that I do. I put my 110% in. Now, whether you think that I do or not, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So check it. This guy, I was in this play. I'm not saying no names or no production, but people know. People know what they done, and people know what they done said. And guess what? I don't care, because each situation has made me a better person, right? I guess the guy and the person that was over it thought that they were going to intimidate me or make me afraid. Like, hey, I'll get somebody else to do your part. I'm like thinking to myself, okay, but we have a contract. You still got to pay me. At the end of the day, you still got to pay me whether you put me on your stage or not. And because I don't conform to what you think that I should conform to means nothing. Listen, if I'm paid to do a job, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be positive and uplifting. If you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to give it. If you ask me what I think about something, unadulterated, whether you like it or not, I'm going to give it. Otherwise, I keep my mouth shut, put my head down, and get the work done. Now, what people assume about me that don't know about me, guess what? That's not my business either. Not by far. People ask me all the time, okay, so why are you so happy? Why do you choose, when things are happening around you, to take the high road? Why do you choose not to crumble? Or why do you choose, people can call you gullible all day. Because I'm nice to you doesn't make me gullible. Because I smile at you doesn't make me gullible. Because I don't agree with you doesn't make me gullible. Yeah, you think you got over it, and that's fine. Think what you want to think. Guess what? You didn't get my money. You don't get my time. You don't get my energy. You don't get my time, my space, or anything else. And guess what? I'm okay with that. The question is, are you okay with that? There's 8 billion people on the planet, right? 8 billion. 8 billion people on the planet. People will look at this video and be like, dang, she going off, or she feels some kind of way. And I don't. I just feel like, you know what, today, let me go and justify why I'm happy. And I wrote down a few things just so I could share with you. You know, I'm happy because I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck in one mindset and one mind frame. I realize that people change, situations change, and that if I choose to, I can change as well. I can lay down and be depressed and sad all day all day in the shade. I can be sad that my grandma passed. I can be sad that my granddad passed because I know unadulterated they love me. I can be sad that my entire family talks about me negatively. I can be sad about that. But you think I care? No, because they stuck in my family. And I always tell my sisters, well, I did when they were talking to me. They don't talk to me either, but that's another story in itself. Listen, if you ain't shit and you a part of my family, then you my shit. And I can't shake you. You're going to always be a part of my family. If I see you, I'm going to say what's up to you. Now, I may not like some of the stuff you do. I may not agree with it. And I may have changed in the space that I just don't do a whole bunch of stuff that y'all do no more. And guess what? That's okay. It's okay. And when you realize that things are okay and that you can grow up, you can change, and you can be something greater than yourself, then guess what? You will change and be flexible too. But some people ain't cut like that. And that's their choice. It don't make me no never mind. Not at all. So let me get back to it. I stay in a happy place because I know how to pause. I know how to take a break at what's happening around me. And if I cry, I go ahead and cry. If I feel like, okay, what am I doing wrong that this isn't happening? Or let me do a self-check for myself. I'm going to figure it out. I'm not going to treat nobody bad because of it, right? One of my sisters, years ago now, she got upset at me because I wouldn't drive her to a store in a blizzard. I didn't want to go. And I let my yay be yay and my nay be nay. Now, whatever her thoughts of it is or how it went down, that's her truth. But my truth is I didn't want to go. And at the time, I had smoked the tweeds. I didn't want to go nowhere but drive my there you go, skinny. Drive myself home. So she became mad about that. I mean, so upset about it that she called everybody in the family and said I didn't want to feed her kid. What? Of all the things in the world, you think I got upset about that? No. I still talk to her. I still say what's up to her. I still hug and kiss her because these are my family members. Everybody not perfect, right? So with that being said, listen, I'm at a place in my space where I can't let things bother me. I can't let things get up under my skin. I gotta keep going. I'm on a mission for greatness. I'm on a mission to make sure that my pockets have grown. I'm on a mission to make sure that I have self-control and consistency. I'm on a mission. Now, if you're not on a mission, that's okay. That's fine, well, and good. Let me tell you, I'd rather be in a place of a constant place of peace and of joy, of the things that I can control and the things that I'm excited about. Listen, I wake up every day. God bless me. Thank you, Lord, for protection. I'm not sick. Nobody killing me. Nobody beating on me. Nobody trying to hurt me. I'm not being stabbed in the night. Nobody is robbing me. Ain't the Lord wonderful? That's something to be thankful for. You know what's happening out in the world. Do you know how many things and what's happening to people on a day-to-day basis? Heck yeah, I'm happy that it's not me. Heck yeah, and I'm going to pray for you all day in the shade. But those things are not happening to me because I'm blessed and I'm focused on something over here, right? Especially if I can't change it. I'm happy every day because I believe in God. I don't know what God you serve. I don't know who you believe in. That is your choice. But I'm excited every day that I trust the Lord. I know that God says He loves me too. I'm happy every day that I can read my Bible. I'm happy every day that I live in a country that I can read my Bible and worship what I want to worship. That I believe that Jesus died on the cross for me. I believe that He rose again. I believe these things. Because I believe these things don't make me any less than or any more than the next person. You have to choose what's best for your life, right? I used to, oh my God, back in the day, I used to get such an attitude and get so upset when I was misunderstood or people didn't understand where I was coming from, where I was shut down and not proclaim my case. Guess what I realized? I don't got to justify to nobody, not to no mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin. If you ask me, I'm going to give you my opinion, but that's it. That'll make me upset, right? What else? I'm happy every day because God protects me from calamity. There could be so many calamities that I could be involved in and slipped in or whatever the case may be, but God protects me. So yeah, that makes me happy. I think about those things like, dang, it could have been this, it could have been that. I'm optimistic. We had a whole pandemic. God bless every soul that didn't make it, but we had a whole pandemic where people were stuck inside houses going crazy. By the grace of God, I didn't. I got a chance to pause. I got a chance to study. I got a chance to look into what I want to do in the next season of my life. Why didn't you? Right? Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Why I'm happy. That's what this is going to be called. Why I choose to be happy. Why I choose to be content with my life. Whether it's good or bad. Whether I got a pocket full of money or $5 only. Whether I owe the entire world. Do you know I owe people? I do. By the grace of God, I owe. I owe family. Do I owe family? I don't owe no family, but I owe friends. I do. Because they have kept me, they have had my back, and in these trying times, sometimes you just need some help from somebody, and God has blessed me with that. I run my own business. I sell life insurance. I just got my license. I'm thankful every day because of that. That licensing test was hard. I show up in a business place full of men, and I hold my own. I hold my own. That makes me happy because I can stand 10 toes down and I'm not concerned about what's around me. I can look forward and know that greater is He that's within me than he that's in the world because I believe in God. And guess what? If they whispering and sniggling about me, I don't hear it. God protects me from even knowing about it. And that makes me know, never mind. I'm here to cover families. I'm here to educate them on life insurance, educate them on whole life insurance, educate them, and hopefully they'll buy some policies from me. I branded myself as a celebrity life insurance agent, and I say a celebrity because it's hard work to be an actor. It's hard work to be in commercials. It's hard work to stand 10 toes down when you're in a room full of 30 other people doing the same exact thing. Listen, why I'm happy, right? Because I get a chance to get on YouTube, a free platform, and talk all the smack that I want to talk and tell you how I think about things and what is happening in my space. That's why I'm happy. I'm happy because I got a dimple. I think that Jesus blessed me on my way out the womb and was like, you know what? I'm going to give her a dimple. And the only way a dimple can be flexed is if you smiling. So, and look at these teeth. I'm missing one, but look at these teeth. I floss my teeth every day. That makes me happy. You get what I'm saying? You have to think about the things that you do have and not the things that you don't have. You can't dwell on what's wrong with you. Oh, look, I got a belly. I got a belly. I'm still content, right? I'm still content. I'm working on it. It didn't come on me overnight, and it'll leave. But in the meantime, in between time, I ain't about to slice my wrist and be all upset because I'm a little heavier than most. That don't do nothing for nobody. It's an internal confidence that you have to know that you can change things around you, small by small and inch by inch, and be okay with that. People will have choices and thoughts about you, and it does not matter at all. You have to do the work. You have to choose if you want to think for yourself and choose to decide to be greater than yourself. You choose that. Nobody choose that for you. Why am I happy? Let me keep going because I did make a list. I did. Um, I get to share with y'all how God blessed me when I don't have nothing and I get a blessing out of nowhere, anonymous Cash App or Zelle, or I find some money or somebody saying, hey, the Lord told me to give you this. Do you know that's a blessing? I get to share that with you. That makes me happy. Listen, I go through a lot in a week and a month's time. Every day is different. Every moment of my life is something to talk about. And maybe I don't talk about it all the time. And guess what? That's my choice too. But I'm happy to have those experiences. I'm happy to grow. I know that everybody is not going to be for me. I know that everybody is not going to like me. When I was growing up, I used to cry. Oh my God, I was such a crybaby. I used to cry when I thought like, oh my God, they didn't like me, or they talking about me, or they feel this kind of way about me. People are fickle. People are fickle. They'll like you today, love you tomorrow, and kill you next week. That's why anybody that I don't talk to right now, I don't want to talk to you. You ain't about to throw me in no trunk. You ain't about to invite me on no vacation and chop me up in little pieces and beat me up and I can't come home. Because you got some hidden idiosyncrasies. I don't want it. I don't want it. And guess what? That is my choice. I have a conversation with you all day. I laugh with you all day. I don't not like you. I'm going to definitely keep you in my prayers. But if it's not benefiting me mentally, physically, spiritually, if I'm not growing from being around you, that means that you're sucking the life out of me. And I'm not going to allow that, at least not for too long. But this is not about that. This is about why I'm so happy. This is about why I choose every moment not to be a grumpy Gus. Every moment that I choose not to be sad. Why do I choose to be optimistic? Why do I choose that maybe I didn't make no money this week, set on life insurance, but then I can have a breakout week next week and make a couple of $1,000. Or I'm like, oh my God, let me tell y'all. So I had a lady, and she didn't want her policy, right? The long story short, I left the policy active. A couple of months later, her child was hit and run here in Georgia. I was able to make sure that that family had $25,000 to help with the coverage of that funeral. You don't think that made me feel good? You don't think that that made me think like, you know what, I might be on the right path? Everything is purpose. Everything that we do is purpose and reason on why, on what happened, right? Um, Another thing that makes me happy is how I deal with things, how I deal with ignorant females, how I deal with ignorant males, how I choose to deal with management and businesses. You know, I used to pop off. Oh my God, y'all don't know me like that. I used to pop off. If somebody did something, I would go to the manager, write up a statement, and literally lose it on their head. I wouldn't cuss, but I would just be like, you wrong. Guess what? What I learned is God fights my battles. The Lord said that vengeance is His. So you know what? I might mention it. I might write it if it's a business. But at the end of the day, God gonna get you better than I can get you any day. My job is to stay focused. It's to share love. It's to be kind and loving and firm. And to handle the business at hand. People don't have to agree with y'all. You don't have to be agreed with. You just need to be, in my opinion, because we're not islands by ourselves. We're not here by ourselves, right? And you're not going to agree with everything. So what that means, since you don't agree with them, you hate them. I don't hate the person that don't agree with me. You just don't agree with me. That don't make you a horrible person because you don't agree with me. You don't see life like I see things. And what I see in my perception is my reality and not yours. And that, my friends, is okay. It's okay. What else? I'm happy because I'm healthy, right? Um, I'm happy because I choose every day to love God. I choose every day to pray, every day without a step. I choose every day to read my Bible. Maybe I might read it, maybe one scripture or a couple of pages, but I choose every day to do these things for me, for my spiritual growth. Now, what you do in your life is your business, but how I operate is how I operate. And I'm sorry you're not happy every day. I'm sorry that every time life gets you down, you want to slice your wrist. I'm sorry that when things don't work out for you, you have a horrible day all day. All day. The car cut you off and everybody got to die all day. You on your period and now everybody, you got to cuss everybody else and that's your excuse like all day. Like who wants to stay stuck in that? Like why? Shake yourself. So wait, I ain't finished. I'm happy because my intentions are good. When I set out to do anything, I know what my intentions are behind it. I'm not trying to get over on nobody. I'm not trying to rob nobody, steal from nobody. I just, in my heart of hearts, I would like the right thing to happen so the right thing can be returned. You know the saying, treat people how you want to be treated, right? And all the time you treat people how you want to be treated and they won't treat you right. And then, guess what? You got to be okay with that. I'm not saying I don't get mad, y'all. I'm not saying that I don't get pissed off. I'm not saying that certain things don't irritate the lining out of my soul. But what I'm telling you is I don't stay there. What I'm telling you is it's hard to forgive people, but I do it. I pray about it every day. Every day. Lord, let me forgive this person. Let me forgive this situation because I know it's not going to mean me any good. I don't need any of my blessings blocked because I'm mad at who shot John 20 years ago. And what I'm not going to do is stay stuck in 20-year-old applause. What I did last year, what commercial I was in last year, what project I was in 4 or 5 years ago. God bless the project that happened then. What am I doing now? That is my goal. What's going to happen tomorrow? That is my goal. How I respond today and how I respond tomorrow, that is my goal. Who am I going to date? Who's going to love all this big old energy, right? Who am I going to have children with, right? What will my babies look like, right? Those are the things that keep me going and keep me happy and keep me in the place of peace and of joy. Um, what else? Wait a minute. I ain't done. I ain't done. Oh, I'm happy that nobody thinks like me. I'm happy that nobody has my fingerprint. My granddaddy used to say, I never hit you hachi kudu, even though that was just him counting in Korean. But nobody has my fingerprint. I beat to my own drum. That makes me happy that the Bible says that two people can't walk together unless they agree on something, right? I'm happy that my thought process is not your thought process. The way that you operate and maneuver is not the way I'm going to operate and maneuver. And I'm okay with that. What else? Listen, I'm happy because I don't live to be validated by people, especially people I don't even know, especially people that haven't even had a conversation with me. Like I don't live my life for likes, shares, comments, even though I want you to like, share, and comment on this video. But no, I don't live my life for likes, shares, and comments. I don't post on social media so I can have the accolades or what they call it, clout. I post so that I can inform. Whether you look at it or not is not my business. But I guarantee this, when I'm no longer here and I'm dead and gone in my grave, if the internet is still alive, I would have made my fingerprint. I would have made my trail. I would have made my bread trail of greatness. And I would have hoped that somebody looks at this in years to come and said, dang, that LaCasa was amazing. She can do anything. And then I know if she can do anything, so can I. Oh my God, I'm getting ready to tear up. Ugh. wait. Let me tell you some more reasons why that I stay happy, because now I'm getting full because I'm so thankful, right? Um, what else? Oh, and I don't live to be validated by people with titles. If the big bosses say congratulations, good. But if the janitors say congratulations, I'm equally good, because that means I made an impression. The Bible said it's the least of these that we're supposed to care about, right? All of that stuff will pass away, y'all. Cars, clothes, what is it, money, it'll all pass away. Who you are as a person, what is your character like, how are you treating the next human that's around you? I'm not saying be a whole sucker stroke, but oh my God, can somebody love somebody? Can somebody share some love? um what else? I'm happy that I can create. I'm happy that I have a creative mind. I'm happy that I can write. I'm happy that sometimes I feel like a rapper and I got that flow. Y'all, I'm happy that I'm sober. Yeah, I'm happy that I'm sober. I used to smoke so much weed back in the day. Oh my God. Listen, and I say back in the day, meaning about 4 years ago. But 4 years ago. That was my life. I would go and handle the business, and that was my treat. So all I'm saying is this: I'm choosing on a constant level to be happy. I'm choosing that I'm not where I used to be, right? I'm choosing that for me. Why don't you choose that for you? Choose to change. Choose to grow, right? I'm not perfect. Nobody is. Um, what else? There's so many things I could be worried about. Just like you. Just like you, I could be worried about my bills, how I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna go here, how I'm gonna do that. And guess what? You can't worry about that. All you can do is what's in your power to do, and what's not meant for you to do won't happen. You can't be concerned about what can't happen, but you can be concerned about what you can make happen, what you can work toward, right? Um, so I say, stay the course. Stay the course. If you're an actor, keep acting. If you sell a product and you have your own business, I say keep going. If you're in a relationship and you're married, make the best out of it. If you are a parent, love your kids. Even if they don't agree, if you don't agree with them, love them anyway. Um, it's easier said than done. It is. It is easier said than done. But I guarantee you, it's my life's mission for myself is to live the best life that I can possibly live on the most positive frequency that I can get to, while I trust the Lord that He's going to work things out for me. So with that being said, this is my unedited video. This is my unedited version of me in my office without a tripod, without a light, just to let you know this is the reason that I'm happy. These are the reasons that I'm content. These are the reasons that I can keep going. These are the reasons that I feel like ain't no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every voice and every word that comes against me shall be condemned. These are the things that I stand on. Will they change? Maybe. Will I be depressed next week, ready to slit my wrist and jump in the ocean? Maybe. But by grace, by hell, or come high water, I promise you this: I'm going to choose to smile. I'm going to choose to be content. I'm going to choose to be happy. And whoever is not in my life, I miss you. I do miss you. I do. I miss laughing with you. I miss talking to you and not being judged. I miss the idea that I've had of you. But I wish you well. I have new experiences, new people coming into my space. Um, you don't reach out anymore. It's okay. Neither do I. Does that make you a bad person? No. Does that make me a bad person? Uh-uh. So with that being said, listen, have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. Have an amazing moment. And have it on me. And keep watching. I'm going to keep posting. It don't stop. Don't stop. Get it, get it. Peace.